Welcome to Coffee and Resales. My name is Ryan. I grab stuff at yard sales and garage sales and thrift stores and such, and try to make a couple extra bucks online. This morning, have one of the best, probably not one of my best sales of the year, and a couple of okay finds. I got eight sales over the weekend, couple of toys, several books, and real neat military sale. I'm looking forward to showing y'all. So we'll jump into it, starting with the lower stuff, and then we will get into it. So I'll close that. First up, well, let's open this and get to that. Do that. Okay, first up, small toy sale. Volvo. This is a Matchbox Volvo V60 wagon. $8. In the package, it was like 15 or so. Got it in a random bag of Hot Wheels cars. So there's a local thrift store that bags about 5 or 6 in a bag for $2 or $3. And if I see one that I think probably has a little value to it, I'll snag it. And most of the time, the rest go in a bin to sell at flea market for 50 cents a piece to kids, which I do real well at that, by the way. If you're a flea market seller, Hot Wheels are your friend, because everybody with a little kid, I put them on the ground in open boxes, and everybody with a little kid goes by and grabs like 2, and it's a good way to make booth rent. And you flip the good ones online. So anyway, neat little Volvo Matchbox car. Matchbox makes more realistic cars, and they're a little more attractive a lot of times to collectors. And when they go out of production, the price goes up. I have noticed several times, particularly on slightly more rarer. Nobody makes a lot of Volvo hatchbacks. So there you go. Next up is looking through those. I need to at least start ordering these things. All right. Yep. This lot was a $8 book lot. George Santayana, some sort of philosophy book. This is $8 for 2 books. Lotted up. The Last Puritan and what's the title of this one? Persons and Places. Both of them older books. Look, no barcode. This one is 44. So philosophy books, great to pick up. Sometimes I thought these were worth a little bit more, I guess, when I snagged them. But glad to line them up. They have had them for a little while, a little too long. I went with one on the philosophy. It was pre-war, or World War II era, 1940s, which I always grab at $1 or less. You grab 5, one's going to be worth 20. So there you go there. Next up, this is a fun book. Making in Vintage Postcards. $10. I thought I was going to get a little bit more for it when I grabbed it. I think there was this is one of those that some sellers had for a lot more. I think you can actually buy it in like downtown Macon souvenir shops or something like that. So that's where this came from, I think. But anyway, Macon in Vintage Postcards, $10. Sold a couple of books on. I'm not in Macon, but it's close to where I am. So local history books do decently. $10 on that. Next up is several good sales. So this is The Great Physician by G. Campbell Morgan, 1937, clean hardcover, little bit of dust jacket wear, but nothing great. This was $18. So again, grab. This was like, I think I got this at the local library sale. A local library has a bookshelf full of books on sale for 50 cents a piece, and they know to put out commentaries and that sort of thing. And I've grabbed several and made decent money on them. I've got that box right there has a few, so that's my commentary box, I guess you could say. So good one right there. Next one up is going to be, this is fun. Back to toys. Tester Mercedes-Benz SSK. This is an open box, unbuilt model. These are, I love picking these up for $2 or less. So most of the time I'll look them up because usually you can. But sometimes I haven't. Yeah, particularly if it's a complete model, for $2 or less, I'll snag it. This went, what did I say this one for? This was $24. And I got this $25. And I picked this up with a yard sale with another one that I sold a few weeks ago for, another $20, $30 model. Unbuilt. I mean, some of the parts are still in the plastic and the thing. So, unbuilt models, particularly ones that are no longer produced. Again, worth grabbing. Next up, Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman Justice League action figure. I think she went for $8. $9. Justice League action figure. And I had a box full. I got a batch of these for about $10 or $12 off of Poshmark because somebody didn't quite know what they had, and they were all like $10 figures. I think I sold all of them between $8 and $12. All these Justice League figures. So, pretty decent flip there. A little bit of it's sort of a bread and butter for me is finding action figures that can go around those lines. Finally, not finally. Next up, this bad boy. If you watch me and Small Town Bookseller, we both like finding really esoteric textbooks. This is Particulate Filled Polymer Composites, 2nd edition. The more specific and higher level a textbook is, the more likely it is to sell. And sometimes age doesn't matter. They don't make, it's not like your lower level 101 stuff where it gets reproduced every couple of years. These tend to have they don't make these as often for higher level stuff, so they hold their value better. They keep getting used a lot more. So and they reprint like the same edition. If they're going to reprint, they'll reprint this one again or something. Or they'll like minor changes to it. But it's a clean textbook. And I've got a box over there. I got one file box with textbooks in it. A couple more I'm scattered about. But I got one box with older textbooks in it. I got them all priced $10, $20 or higher. Sometimes I'll price... What's aggravating is you'll see some people... I think that was a $25 sale. What you'll find is some folks will jack the price way up on those, and in hopes that somebody will need it really, really badly and pay a lot for it. And the trick is to just undercut those guys. Sometimes I'll gradually draw them down. I'm not entirely certain if guys are waiting for the price to come. Somebody like me to put a better price on it, or if it's just, hey, I need it. And so, but always try to be the lowest price on those textbooks. And you need to look across multiple platforms other than eBay to see what the pricing is to make sure that you're the lowest. Make sure your description's really good. That way, you're the guy who's selling that book and not the guys who got the prices way too high. Finally, biggest sale this weekend. I posted this the other day on stream. This is a Army field jacket Korean War era. I like picking up vintage militaria when I snag it. I'm not going to say how cheap I got this. Uh, but this, you look here, it's not just some of the information the tag right there at the neck, but if you look down here in the lining, it has all the information on it as to when it was produced. This is 1955-56. Jacket, clean, no stains. This thing's in really good condition. This wasn't worn much. This may have even been because I was about to say this may have been surplus, but the guy has his name on it. So this is an SU jacket. So this didn't see a lot of action, and so this was an amazing find. I still have the pants as well. That actually I have somebody asking about the measurements, and I need to get a ruler out and do some measuring. It's clean, good condition, no rips or tears, a couple loose strings, zipper works. It was just a really nice find, and I'm happy to put that in the hands of somebody who really would probably appreciate it. $140, really good flip, one of my best flips of this year, and I was happy to have that go. Next, up a couple things I picked up Friday. Nothing huge, but a couple of neat finds and sort of a bolo type situation. First off was I picked a stack of. I sold some last week, so I grabbed another stack when I saw them. Was a stack of American Girl books. This is another one of those bundle them up, buy them 50 cents a piece or cheaper, and bundle them up for $2 a pop, and flip them. And make sure you have enough in your bundle to make money, and you should be good. So I got this bundle up for like $15-16, and we'll see how it shakes out. So that's that one. I redid a handful of my manga. Like I have, this is like all vampire lot right there, and I've got another stack I need to redo to get it sold. I got a whole box here that hasn't moved of some manga. I'm finding more and more. I don't pay more than 50 cents a piece on them unless I really know what I have. And I've had good success with it, particularly on, and sometimes it seems an all or nothing, an all or nothing thing. Now, a full set, a full run, or a contiguous run is more likely sale. If you've got numbers 1 through 12 of the thing. I've had a couple that were out of print, full sets of out of print ones of certain books. Some books are, that people buy them for 3 or 4. Another one of the things I like bundling. You buy them. People spend $3 or $4 or $5 on something, and I can get it for 50 cents a piece and bundle them. So, but it's one of those things. You're better off having a full run rather than individual issues lotted up. I've learned on those. That being said, I still grab them when I see them, particularly if I know I have other ones in that run, and I'll bundle them up and resell them. So I got a handful here I need to get flipped. Next up, here's a good bolo, and I think it's something that should probably go for more money. The demand isn't quite out there, and it's one of those where the collector community, I hate to use artificially, but they won't pay more than a certain amount. But the demand is still there. So I wonder if these books aren't going to wind up going a little bit higher. And this book's called Guardian Angels. It is a zebra horror book from these are from 80s and 90s. Limited run on these. I haven't read them. I know people have. But every time I see a zebra horror, I snag it. I've sold $6 ones and I've sold $20 ones. I think I got this one up for like I think I got it up kind of high, like $30 or something. And I'll gradually draw it down. But there were several of these that this one's pretty high. This one's red condition, cracked spine, but it's clean copy with good binding. And you're not going to find a whole lot. You're not going to find a lot of these in better condition than this. Occasionally, maybe a little bit less read, but this one's been read a few. Read a little bit. So, zebra horror novels worth grabbing because you never know when you're going to get one of those that are a little more valuable. That community, there are several paperback communities. The Western guys are like this, and some of the men's adventure guys are like this. The demand is kind of there, but they're not going to spend over a certain amount on those books. They're just not going to do it, and so it keeps the price down because they know they can wait out half the time, wait it out and find what they want for less. Even though folks want them and want to collect them, the price on them hasn't gone out of sight as a collectible. But they're still worth grabbing because you can sell them, you can move them. You just gotta. You can't get greedy with them because it may not pan out for you. Okay, I think that was it. That's it for today. Didn't hit any yard sales this weekend. It was rainy and miserable and had stuff to do anyway. So I need to wrap some stuff up. I need to get all this bagged and tagged and out the door. And that way we can mosey on and get stuff done. So, all right. So, have a good day. Happy selling. Happy Veterans Day to all those vets out there. Go get you some free stuff somewhere. Hope you do. Have a good one. Peace out.